Alrighty. We are back again with some more Pokemon Null. Picking up where we left off with in doing attempt 2. And yeah, this game is already a lot of fun. We got attempt 2 rolling. One little death along the way, but made it back to Roxanne's gym, and hopefully we can actually get to her this time and try to actually get past her. So, yeah, why don't we go and get started here? Alright, so, let's see, yeah. So there's 3 gym trainers. The third one we wiped too, because we got a double Omni Boost from the Lunatone. So, always fun, but I think we should be fine. We have a much better looking box this time around, so... Let's see. Just bring some counters here. This should be relatively... First one should be relatively straightforward. Let's see. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Robin? Good to see you again. Happy 4th. If you, I'm not sure if you... I think I remember you live in America. How's everything going? How's your Saturday going so far? Alright, let's see. Yeah, I think this first fight should be fairly straightforward. Let's go on and get our team here. Let's see, let's get you. Let's get... let's see. Let's get you. And let's get... let's see, who am I bringing? Am I bringing Relly? I don't think so. Bringing you. Alright, this should work fine. Put loaded dice on you. And let's see. I guess we could just give everyone... Let's see, let me give... Frostberry? Or let me see. let's give let's see. Yeah, Raspberry for you. And Asperberry for you. Poke Shadow, what's up in the YouTube chat? Appreciate you popping in. Hope you're having a good day today. Yeah, we can give everyone else berry juices. Alright, let's go ahead and try this. This is good. Let's go and take on the first trainer here. Youngster Josh. Right, this guy leads with a cloth, who's probably going to set up Stealth Rocks, but we're just going to let that happen here. We always one-shot with Water Pulse. Yep, there we go. Oh, critical hit even. Nice. Alright, so Clop goes down. Let's see, does this bring in... Yeah, so this brings in Mawile. And this is... let me see. It's a Stockpile Baton Pass. But we should simply outspeed and can two-shot with more Water Pulses. Oh, immediate Baton Pass, interesting. Yeah, the Baton Pass AI in this game is kind of funky. But that's perfectly fine. Let's see. We could potentially stay in here. This thing's gonna go for Ancient Power. Cloudster doesn't have a great chance to two-shot. But AP boost would be a little scary. I could also just swap to Primeape. I mean, he's gonna get an Ancient Power off regardless. I think it would actually be less dangerous. We can stay in. See what... Hopefully we don't get the boost here. Alright, that's a good roll. No boost, please. Thank you. I might just be able to KO here. Nice. Really nice. Alright, so Mawile comes back in. I think we could just sweep from here. Yeah, because we just Water Pulse. Mawile goes down. And then it's just Armaldo, which we show KO to, so it can only Aqua Jet, so we just Water Pulse. Alright, very nice. Starting off with Plowitzer sweep. Love to see it. Alright, so let's look at the next fight here. Let's see. Fight number 2. Youngster Tommy. This one is the Trick Room Teleport team. Yeah, this is Sturdy Covert Cloak. So can't use Fake Out on it. Let me see something. Alright. I think for this fight here, we could probably lead Berserker and 2-shot with Metal Claw. This would probably bait... Looks like Golem or Earthquake. Alolan Golem. This guy's a little scary. Galvanize. Takedown. Does quite a bit of damage here. But I think we could try countering with Tangela. Yeah. Tanglewood would be baiting Head Smash from Sudowoodo. Let's see, I don't really have anything that takes that super well. Only really Berserker. I guess Breloom could also. Colin, what's up in the YouTube chat? Appreciate you popping in. Hope you're having a good day today. My favorite Pokemon is Dragonite. Love that guy. Alright, let's see. I think if we could stall enough, I could eventually, once think I got the team here. Let's get Ring Tangela for this. Let's bring Relly. Let's bring Berloon. That should be good. Let's see. I think this is the best we got. We don't have the best team for the best box for this first guy, but we will give it a go. Let's give the big root. Oh. We'll give the big root to Tangela. And yeah, let's give you know, let's give Bright Powder to Bergen. And then I think we could just give everybody else give everybody else berry juices. Alright. Let's try this. Alright, Gym Trainer number 2. This one's a little bit more scary. But it should be fine. Youngster Tommy. Alright, so this guy has a Carbink with Sturdy Covert Cloak with only Trick Room and Teleport. Which, unfortunately, my Berserk is too slow to be able to taunt this Carbink from using Trick Room. But it'll still be fine. We'll just let it set it up. and KO with 2 Metal Claws. Oh, looks like he teleported. Oh, interesting. That is very interesting. I also did way less damage with Metal Claw than it looked like I should have. Alright, well, Trick Room is not up now. That means we'll be able to outspeed. This should always be going for Earthquake. This gives us a better matchup, actually. So we'll go to Tangela on the Earthquake here. Perfect. And then we should be able to just 1v1 with Big Root Giga Drains. As he's gonna go for probably Galvanize. Oh no, just Aerial Ace. Yeah. Alright, so it's actually pretty good. We'll take the KO here. So this brings in Sudowoodo, who will probably just be going for a Head Smash. See, unfortunately, I don't have anything that can cleanly 1v1 that. Actually, no, we could just go straight to... Yeah, I think we could just go straight to Berserker here. Because we have battle armor on this. Yeah, there's the Head Smash. We'll always live 2. So, and this thing has Life Orb, so we'll Fake Out as well. Just do a little bit more chip. Then we'll go for Metal Claw. And then after the second Head Smash, we should always be able to KO. And this thing doesn't have any priority, so we should just be able to KO from here. Nice. So Pseudo goes down. Okay, so this brings in Shuckle. And this thing has Power Trick. Which can be a little scary, but I believe we can just go... Yeah, we can just go to Relican to 1v1 this here. Yeah, there's the Power Trick, which only switches attack and defense, which means we are still way faster, and we can just one-shot with a Rock Tomb. Yeah, this would have only been scary if Trick Room was up. Yeah, Carbine kind of threw for his team here by not doing that. And now we can just take this thing out at our leisure. Alright, there we go. Pretty smooth. Alright, now this third fight is the one that we wiped on in attempt 1, so let's try to get our redemption here. Let's see. So this third one is scary because it's got a Glimmet lead with Sticky Web. Which, my Primeape unfortunately missed the range on. Or, actually, he just missed with a 5% chance. So... But we do have Rapid Spin on Celio. Which will get rid of the Toxic Spikes. But it does have Toxic Debris, so... Rapid Spin would proc that. This thing is also holding a Sticky Barb. And unfortunately... I don't have anything that could just simply outspeed one-shot this. Yeah, Berserker could, but it's slower. Yeah, so we can just go for the Rapid Spin strategy. And then I have a Alolan Golem for the Meteor. For the Corsola, what are we gonna use? Yeah, we have Malamar for the Lunatone. We have... Meowth for the Lunatone, or Berserker I should say. For the Marini, I could just use Heliolisk. Yo, what's up in the YouTube chat, you guys? Appreciate y'all popping in. Hope y'all are having a good day today. Let's see. Probably want to bring Salazzle also to soak up any other Toxic Spikes. And then also maybe to maybe to Toxic the Corsola. Because that thing can be pretty threatening. Let me see. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Let's see. Toxic Debris only works with contact moves, right? Let me see. Scatters poison and spikes at the feet of a poison when it takes damage from a physical move. Okay, yeah. So it has to be a physical move. Which Brine isn't, but Rapid Spin is. I could also maybe do Defog. On Swanna, although he's just gonna keep spamming setup moves. So unless I can one-shot it, that doesn't get me anywhere. Yeah, I think Rapid Spin Celio is probably my best bet here. Yeah, I could start with Aurora Beam. Then Rapid Spin. Then K with Brine. Because we should be faster after +1. And that should always KO. Yeah, I think that should work. Let's try that. So let's get Celio. Let's get Malamar. Let's get Heliolisk. Let's get Golem. And let's get Salazzle. And this should be fine. We can make this work. so let's get Peches. Pecha Berry for you. Give this to you. See, actually, let me see. It looks like 4-hit Rock Blast would always KO the Meteor. So let's put loaded dice on it. Let's see, where's that thing at? Oh, are you already holding it? Okay, good. Perfect. Alright, let's try this. And then Pecha. For the others here, I should probably just give berry juices too. Alrighty. Third gym trainer. This is where we will like first attempt, so if we beat this guy, we get a PB. And we get to face Roxanne after. Yeah, this should be fun. Alright, let's do it. Alright, Hiker Markster. Alright, let's get our revenge on this guy. So Glimmet here only has setup for it's got spikes, toxic spikes, sticky web, and stealth rocks, which it wants to set up, and also has toxic debris. So to try to deal with that, we're gonna use Celio here Rapid Spin will get rid of the spikes, but this thing, because it has toxic debris, and this thing, that will also spread toxic spikes with physical moves. What we're going to do first is we're going to set up the KO by going for Aurora Beam first. Yeah, so there's this Sticky Web. So we want to set this up in a way because Rapid Spin will also increase our speed. So now we're going to Rapid Spin. Yeah, there's spikes. This will get rid of them. Yeah, and everything gets blown away. Now we can just KO with the Brine, because now we're faster. And Brine doesn't make contact, so it doesn't spread more debris. So we took care of all of the layers. So yeah, this brings in that's interesting. Brings in Corsola first. This thing can be pretty nasty with because it's got Eviolite. So what we're gonna try to do first here is I'm gonna go to Salazzle. Hopefully it goes for either Setup or Burn or Will-O-Wisp. We're gonna go to Salazzle first. Hopefully it does an Ancient Power here. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna Toxic it to put it on a timer. This thing is super bulky. Yeah, there's a Calm Mind. It's perfectly fine. We will now go to... Let's see. I should have probably... Oh no, this is fine. Yeah, because we're now gonna go... actually... I should have put a... I should have put in a... What's it? A... Rossberry on Berserker. But this should still be fine. We can... So we can't stay in for a turn, because it's gonna probably go for Ancient Power. Let's see. What's the best play here? Oh yeah, no, I was gonna go... Oh yeah, I know what to do. We're gonna go to... Malamar. Yeah, there's another Calm Mind. But... we don't care about that because we have the move Topsy-Turvy, which is gonna reverse those stat boosts to stat debuffs. So it gets its ankles broken. Stats are reverted. Will-O-Wisp is perfectly fine. Because I don't think Foul Play is affected by Burn. Oh no, actually it is. Interesting. I didn't know that. Alright, well that's totally fine. We just needed to Topsy-Turvy it. And this thing is gonna die to Foul Plays anyway. Is it worth setting up a Reflect? I guess so. We can, yeah, we can go for Solid Turn, go for Reflect. Yeah, because that's gonna happen. So Meteor comes in. But we set up a reflect. That's going to help us here. This should always be going for acrobatics. It could technically Shell Smash here, which should still be fine. We're going to go to Alolan Golem. Take this guy on. Alright, Dazzling Game, that's perfectly fine. And now, Loaded Dice Rock Blast. 4 hits will always KO Mini or even in Shields Down form. Alright, perfect. Alright, going good. Alright, so this now, Marini comes in. That makes sense, because it's gonna go for Hydro Pump, most likely. So, very simple, we can just go straight to Heliolisk. Yep, on the Hydro. And then we just outspeed one shot with a Parabolic Charge. Oh, critical hit to boot. Nice. Good job, Cairo. Get healed to full. Reflect wears off is perfectly fine. Let's see, this will bring back in Corsola, yeah. Let's see, from here... See, I don't think we care if we get burned here. This thing is still toxic, though. So... I think we still want to account for the potential AP boost. So... because I want to save Heliolisk for the Lunatone. So let's go back to Malamar. Yeah, because he's going to Calm Mind again. But again, we can just Topsy-Turvy. Okay, there's an AP. Okay, no boost, perfectly fine. And now I think we just stay in and stall here. Go for Foul Play. Another AP. Yeah, this thing's about to die. So I think then from here... It should be dead to another Toxic Tick. So it might be good to swap into... Yeah, we're gonna swap directly into Heliolisk so that it dies on the same turn. Or you can just withdraw. That also works perfectly fine. Yeah, the Lunatone here is the huge demon because it's got Iron Defense, Ancient Power with Stored Power. So to counter that, we're going to use Eerie Impulse a couple times to lower its special attack, greatly reducing the power of its stored power, if it does get an Ancient Power boost. So we'll do this a couple times. Classic strategy from Run and Bun. Yeah, because there's an ancient power. So we do this to account for any AP boosts. Okay, there's a crit. It's a little scary. Let's see. Max roll, ancient power, crit deals 46. We are outside of range. So I think we can just go for... We want to do some damage. So let's go for a Surf. We're not dead to crit. The only concern is that if it does get an AP boost now, it would be faster than us. We should be fine. So let's go for a Surf. Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, Absorb Bulb? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah. We just KO with another Surf. Alright, Big Demon down. Now it's just the wounded Corsola, and I think we could just Eerie Impulse. Oh no, not Eerie Impulse, what am I doing? I wanted a Parabolic Charge. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Cursed Body, perfectly fine. Alright, there we go. We are new PB. And now we get to take on Roxanne. The crazy Roxanne with the Mega Aerodactyl that everyone went crazy about when this game first released. And it's gonna be a tough fight. We may not be able to do a Deathless. We'll see. But the first few turns of the fight should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, and I looked at it a little bit, did a bit of a cook for this fight. I think I know what game plan I want to go for here. Alright. Yeah, I think I have the team here. So for this, we're gonna bring Mankey. Keeping Celio, we're gonna bring Superior. Bringing Berserker. We're gonna bring Relicanth. And Ambipom. Yeah, that looks good. So, and then for items, we're gonna put Citrus Berry on you, Citrus Berry on you, Citrus Berry, Citrus Berry, and then loaded dice on Ambipom. Alright, we may be able to do this death list, but we'll have to get a little lucky and dodge some crits. Because we don't have perfect answers for all of Roxanne's team here. But we should be fine. Alright, let's see. So citrus, citrus, citrus. Yeah, let's put citrus on. You as well. And that should be good. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, Pokemon Null, first time facing Roxanne. She's got a pretty scary looking team on paper. We have a Tyranitar lead with Stealth Rocks, but doesn't have any Focus Sash or anything. It's just here to set up Sand. Primeape can simply just outspeed one shot with a low kick to start. So T-Tar goes down. It should always be bringing in, what's his face? Solrock. Yeah, Solrock comes in, sees a KO with, what's it? Psycho Cut? So, and this thing is holding a weakness policy. So you want to ensure that if you do use a special attacking move, that it KOs in one hit. To set that up for us, I'm going to be 1v1-ing this with my Berserker here, which can take the Psycho Cut pretty well, and we have Battle Armor to account for crits. Yep. The Sandstorm's going to stay up. We're gonna go for Fake Out, not for damage, but to give another turn of Sandstorm. Because in this game, weather's not permanent, thankfully. So we're just gonna stall another turn. So now to set up the KO, we're gonna Screech twice, and then Metal Claw can one-shot from there. We can't get crit, and we're holding Citrus Berry, so we should be able to live after... We should be able to live 3 Bulldozes here. That's his highest damaging move. So Bulldoze. We're already slower, so the speed drop doesn't matter. Let's see. We didn't quite proc Citrus there. I think that's fine. We have to go for another Breach. Get Citrus Berry heal. And then now we should always be able to one-shot with Metal Claw. And we're never dead to another Bulldoze here. Yeah, because Bulldoze max roll is 42. So now we just one-shot with Metal Claw. Good. Alright, so Soul Rock goes down. We are a little lower than I expected, so... Zygarde comes in, and I think probably sees random move KO now. Which is not ideal, because I wanted to pivot through... I wanted to pivot through Superior on a Land's Wrath. Yeah. So I might need to go straight to Celio on a Land's Wrath, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, because I need to save HP on Superior. I can't risk it getting Skitter smacked. So I'm gonna just swap straight to Celio. Hopefully on a Land's Wrath, but even still, as long as we dodge crits, we should be fine. So let's see what it goes for here. Okay, so it does go for Land Wrath. We need to dodge crit here. Alright, that's not ideal. Yeah, because now... Let's see, we are still outside of Land Wrath roll, but we are dead to another crit, but we need to do some damage and lower its speed with Icy Wind. Actually, I don't think the speed drop necessarily matters here. Yeah, I think I just need to go for damage. So we'll just go for Aurora Beam. Alright, don't crit. No double crit, please. Nice. Ooh, almost. Oh, we get the KO with a Sticky Barb. Nice. Alright, I wasn't anticipating that. This changes the baiting a little bit. So Cradily comes in. Let me see. And this thing sees a KO with both Sand Tomb and Ancient Power. So I get another random move. But that should be fine. Our plan was to go back to Primeape to 1v1 this. And hopefully we just dodge AP boosts here. Okay, Sand Tomb, that's fine. We have a citrus berry for heal. Now we just need to hit our cross chops. It is buffed to 95% accuracy, but I've already lost to a 5% miss, so Primeape, I need you to clutch up here. Alright, thank you. That's one. AP, no boosts. No boost, no boost. Okay, nice. Good, so now I think with that damage, we should just be able to go for a low kick here. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll just get the KO with low kick. Perfect. Alright, it's going really well so far. They should always bring in Aerodactyl. And this is a Mega Aerodactyl. And this thing should always see KO with Wing Attack. So we're gonna go swap right to Relicanth here. We see the Mega Aerodactyl here. Going for a Wing Attack. Alright, and my Relicanth also has Shell Smash. So we should just be able... Earthquake will still do a lot, but we should be able to KO with 2 dives. And dodge KO from high rolls. Yeah, so there's the first EQ. Yeah, we proc the Citrus. So we're outside of KO range from the second one. And Earthquake only hits if you're digging. Nice. And then now we could just go for a second one. Perfect. Alright, the Mega Aerodactyl goes down. We just have one more. We're very close. Lastly is an Omastar. And let me see, at 24 HP... Let's see... This does see KO with Ice Beam, unfortunately. Let's see, I didn't go... I probably should have... I was accounting for Superior to take damage on switch-ins. But... Let me see... Yeah, because it should never be Ancient Power here. It should only be... Let me see. Again, we're at 24. Oh no, it could Ancient Power here. Or Seismic Toss. But it should never be Ice Beam. So we just need to dodge one more AP boost. And Superior can take the KO. Okay, AP, don't boost. Don't boost. Come on. Yes! Woo! Let's go! We outspeed and one shot with Leaf Blade. Let's go! Deathless Roxanne. Pokemon Null, first attempt. Well, first time attempting Roxanne. Let's go, dude. Let's get this. That feels really good. Alright, I was definitely very much anticipating having to sack either Celio or Ambipom. Like, getting past that 0 deaths is really nice. Very cool. Alright, so now we can start the next split, which should be a Brawly split. And we're at a new level cap, so we also get some new evos as well. Alright, so let's start by getting everyone leveled up here. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and level up everybody. We also get a Rock Tomb team, which is nice. And we get the Rock Smash team as well. It's actually pretty... That'll come in handy a lot. Alright, so let's see, yes. Level... Level 45 is the new cap. Let's see, Sky Uppercut. Do I want to teach that? I guess so. Besides my talks could come in handy. Let's see, when do I get the wide lens? Let me check that. Wide lens is in Slateport. So it's not that far away. Yeah, I think we can get away with not teaching Sky Uppercut. But also, when am I ever going to use punishment on this? Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll teach it over punishment. I mean, I think it's glitched in this game where I think I saw in the calc it's the more debuffs the opponent has, the stronger this move is. Versus, because the description says does more damage if the foe has powered up. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. It's kind of the reverse, making it a lot less viable. And low kick is too good to pass up on. Yeah, let's teach it over punishment. And then, oh, we get Fling though. That's the move right there. That's an interesting move. I think I'll definitely teach that. Yeah, let's teach that over Seismic Toss. And then Screech. Let's see, Screech is also interesting, but I don't think it's that good on Primeape, since it's a little frail. But it is a faster Screech user rather than Berserker. Let me see. Yeah, I don't really see myself using Screech, really. Isaiah Shiny, what's up? Appreciate the follow. The YouTube follow, much appreciated there, bro. Happy 4th, hope you're having a good day today. Yeah, I don't think Screech is gonna be super used. What up, what up? I think I could pass up on it for now. Alright. Let's see, Metal Sound. That's also pretty useful. But I think Taunt is probably more useful. But I won't teach that. Payback. I mean, Taunt's only good on if you're fast. I encountered that with the Glimlet. So maybe it's not actually that useful. Yeah, let's go with Payback instead. That could be good. And then this guy evolves. We get Charm. Let's see. So Charm is good, but Icy Winds. Yeah, this is my only Rapid Spin user too. I mean, Charm is really good for my Battle Armor users, so I don't have any Intimidate Mon, so it might be good to have this. Yeah, Icy Wind's good utility, but... I don't know, it's kind of a tough call. A lot of these mons suffer from poor move syndrome. I mean, Aurora Beam is not that much more damage from Icy Wind. Consecro was up in the chat. Appreciate you popping in. Hope you're having a good day today. This might be crazy, but might want to teach it over Aurora Beam. Let me check. Walreign's special attack. Yes, yeah, it's quite a big jump from Celio, so I think that should be fine for now. Yeah, this thing also learns Frostgrove. I think that's probably better. Yeah, that'll be better than Icy Winds, because it's a guaranteed crit move. And I have Rock Tomb for speed reduction as well. Walreign. Let's see, Ring Out. No. Let's see, Rock Slide. I'll teach that for sure. Let's see, Encore. No, this is the one here. Yeah, let's teach that over. Probably low kick, I would say. Screech? No. Okay. That seems good. We also get Tangrowth too. So let's get these guys up here. Let's see. Bulldoze. Bulldoze is interesting. Yeah, I guess we could teach that over Quick Attack. Okay, cool. Topsy-Turvy. We already have that on Malamar. Psyshock. Definitely. Over Psybeam. Let's see, Wild Charge. We'll teach that. The Dual Wing Beat. We'll teach that. Whirlwind, no. Let's see, Seed Bomb. Yeah, let's teach that over Sleep Powder. Pickle. Team growth. The Scald. Tailwinds. Definitely want that. Alright, cool. And then let's get these guys. Let's see, Aura Sphere. There we go. Now we get the pulse moves. Psycho Cut. I'll teach that. Fake Tears. That might be better than Reflect. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see, Dragon Pulse. No. And Sky Uppercut, though. Yes. Low Kick. I think we're okay with Low Kick. But Seed Bomb for sure, yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, that should be good. Let's get that updated in the calc here now. Alright, cool. So I think we can now start looking at the next split here. Yeah, we have Route 116. And we also have a couple new encounters in Route 116 and Rust Earth Tunnel. So let's go and start taking a look at that. See, first fight here. We have Wakanberry Pidgeot. So yeah, we can go for see, I think Air Slash is the one that flinches, yeah. So I think we could just go, we have a couple choices. We can do Heliolisk Lead. There is a Belly Drum Lanoon, though, which we have to be careful for. It's also got Gluttony Papa Berry. could just use Mach Punch on that. And then Wigglytuff, competitive. That thing's a little scary. I think we could just go Delphox for that. See. Might want to use a different lead here. I might actually want to use Golem instead. Because I want to show KO on Lanoon so he doesn't set up Belly Drum. Yeah. Yeah, so let's just try that here. Let's get you. Let's get you. Let's try that here. So for Golem, I want to be at... I think looks like 60 plus 13, so 73 HP. $73. Pretty toxic. Pretty toxic. And we want loaded dice. For Rock Blast. That should be good. let's try that. So we gotta go this way. So we gotta face this guy first. Let's see, this guy's name is Shmo. Alright, so we got a Pidgey out here. We're gonna start with KOing this with a loaded dice Rock Blast, as he's gonna go for most likely Steel Wing. Yep, perfect. Alright, and this should always bring in Lanoon. Perfect. And this thing is scary because it's got Belly Drum, but at this HP it should always take KO with Stomping Tantrum. So we're gonna go to Breloom here. Yep, perfect. Alright, then now we can just go for the KO with Sky Uppercut here. Alright, perfect. Now this just leaves a Life Orb Wigglytuff, which does quite a bit of damage, but Delphox kind of walls this. I'll probably use Flamethrower, yeah. Yeah, we eat that. And then we can just KO with 2 Psyshocks. Can't get paralyzed. Let's go for another Psyshock. Alright, pretty smooth. Let's see. Let me update the stats here. Next one. Bug Catcher Jose. Let's see, Venomoth lead. We can just one-shot with Delphox. Which will... Let's see, at full health it'll probably bait Stone Edge from Cleavor. Let's see which we can. This thing's a little threatening. Yeah, Sheer Force, Cleavor. Let's see, I could also pre-damage instead. Probably to bait Wormadam. And then we can go to Walring. Walring would still bait Cleavor. Let's see, it is a Rock Gem boosted Stone Edge though. Let me see. I did teach someone Encore, did I? Let's see, I did. I have Encore and Ambipom, but it's just gonna die. So I could probably... I can Screech it with Berserker and then probably one-shot it with Relicanth. Which would bait in... Gashadon last. I think we could just go. I can pre-damage Superior. I could also just go Muscle Band, Breloom, and KO with a Seed Bomb. Yeah, that should work. Alright, let's see. So let's get Superior. Let's get Relicanth. And let's get Berserker. Alright, and then free toxic and set the HP to so it's like 102. And then that should be good for the Wormadam. Bait you, go to you. And then I think we equipped berry juices for these guys. And then muscle band on you. We'll go Aspear Berry on you. Alright, that should be good. Alright, let's try this. Alright, let's try this fight here. Bugcatcher Jose. This guy leads a Venomoth, which you could just simply outspeed one tap with a Psyshock. Alright, and then at this HP, we should always be baiting in Wormadam. Yep, perfect. And I should always see a KO with Earthquake. I could also maybe Stealth Rock. Either which is perfectly fine. We're gonna go straight to Wall Rain here. Okay, EQ, nice. Oh, big crit. We take that though. If he had set up Stealth Rocks, we would have just Rapid Spun. But now we can just get the KO with the Frost Breath here. See, that crit might have actually screwed me over here, potentially. Because this is going to be Cleavor. And I think he now sees random move KO. That's actually pretty bad. Because depending on the rolls, I need to swap to Berserker first. Depending on the rolls, he might be able to 2-hit KO me. But it's a 1 in 3 into like 20% chance. I don't have any other switches here. We have to just go straight here. Because he's got Sheer Force, Rock Gem, Stone Axe. Okay, yeah, Brick Break, we did not want to see that. Get a high roll at least. Okay, good. Alright. Whew, okay. So, got the Berry Juice. That helps us here. So now we're outside of Brick Break KO range, but the problem is he hasn't used Stone Edge yet, so he still has the Rock Gem. But that should still be fine. We'll start by going for Fake Out for damage. Just a little bit. And it could be necessary. Now we're gonna we do have battle armor, so we can't get crit. We're gonna use that to get a Screech off. Yeah. Because now this will be a random move into Relicanth, which also has shell armor to protect from crits. Yeah, so went for lunge. That's why we did the Fake Out there. And now at -2, we should always be able to KO with Dive. And we should always live even a Rock Gem boosted Stone Edge max roll. Max roll is 85, yeah. So we can just go for a Dive here as he goes for a Stone Edge. Oof. Yeah, a lot of damage. But Dive should always be able to one-shot here. Oh, he swapped. Oh, that's really bad. That's very bad. Yeah. Forgot about Switch AI. Well, Cleavor is now just gonna... Cleavor now is just gonna shred us, unfortunately. Yeah. That... Well... I should have dealt with the Gastrodon first. Yeah, now we don't have any way of dealing with the Cleavor left. That... Oh, man. Oh, man, that really sucks. Just, I think we wipe now, unfortunately. Because I have no way of dealing with the Cleavor after this. Yeah, this is gonna be a random move. So this should never be Ice Beam though. We're gonna go to Breloom to counter this. Okay, Scald, nice. Still a lot of damage though. Alright, but Sky Muscle Band boosted Sky Uppercut should always one-shot. Oh no, Muscle Band boosted Seed Bomb actually. Should always KO even through Rindo. Alright, nice. And now we still have the Cleavor left. It did use its Rock Gem. But... yeah, this thing just does way too much damage to us. I think my only out here is... I need to try getting off a Stun Spore on this. And I also need to live crit here. Alright. Breloom, live the crit, please. Thank you. Alright, we Stun Spore. That helped us a little bit. Alright, so now it's paralyzed. Let's see. We're at 44, so it still only sees KO with Lunge. what do we try to do here? Yeah, because both of my Shell Armormons are way too low. If I could just maybe do just slightly bit more damage to this, I can maybe try to K with Brine. What's my out here? I don't have any good switches left. I think I just need to go for damage and probably sack Breloom. But that would really suck. I don't have any other good switches. Yeah, that switch AI into the Storm Drain really screwed me there. This thing also has Morning Sun too. So if I only do half damage, he could just heal. Yeah, I think my only play is to hopefully get a paralyzed proc on here, do some damage, and then pick up the KO with something else. I don't have any other outs here. Yeah, we just go for Sky Protect. Alright. We live with the paras though. Come on, we just need a para one time. Paralyze, paralyze, paralyze. Come on. Paralyze, paralyze. No, dang it. Ah, man. That sucks. Alright, sorry, Breloom. Alright, but now we can pick up the KO from here. Yeah, we can just go to Wall Rain. We should be faster, and KO with Brine. Yeah. Alright. Pretty unfortunate there. Because Breloom, this thing also would have gone Spore later. I think by the next level cap. So that's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. We played to our out there. If we hadn't gotten the stun spur off there, we would have for sure wiped, so We'll take it. Alrighty. I think with that, I think I'll call it there for today. I do gotta get ready for the 4th. So, yeah, we'll call it there. We're now at 2 deaths. Alright, well, good progress. Made it past Roxanne. So when we come back, we'll continue on with the Brawly split, but I appreciate everyone who tuned in. Hope everyone has a great rest of the day. I'll see everyone